Rashida Marshall of Skillfully Sculpted. Thank you all for coming back to check out some more fitness videos to help shape you into your best self. So the focus of this video is going to be going over some common incorrect positioning and postures of some exercises that I tend to see very often. So the exercises that we're going to go through are very common moves, and these are the ones that are very effective that many people add to their workout routine because they do great at bringing about results. But even the simplest and the easiest exercises will be of no use if you're not performing them the correct way, and they can even bring harm or injury to your bodies if you continue to do them incorrectly. So I just wanted to go through these moves and make sure we explain the correct way to perform these exercises so that you can make sure that you're going all in with your exercise routines and seeing results. So let's go ahead and start. So the first two exercises that we're going to go through are squats and lunges. So definitely very common moves. Just about everybody performs these at one point or another because they're excellent for toning and strengthening the lower body. So the things that I tend to see most often with squats and lunges. With squats, many people tend to bend in a way where they're not necessarily sitting back, but bending their knees forward and it's coming over their toes. I tend to see that the upper body will also come forward with the squat. And with lunges, same thing here. The person may lunge forward to where their knee is passing over the toe, or they won't come straight down, causing that back leg to extend. So these are definitely all incorrect for your squats or lunges, and you definitely don't want your knee passing over your toe because that can create injury. So with your squats, you want to always remember to perform them as though you're sitting on a chair, as if you're about to sit back on something. So taking the butt out, coming straight down, and watching your knees, making sure they don't pass over your toes. So just coming straight down and up. And with your lunges, once you have your foot in that position where you want it, come straight down. Lunge and up. Lunge and up. Same thing. That knee not crossing over the front of your toes. So those are squats and lunges, the correct way to do it. So the next couple exercises that we're going to go into are push-ups and planks. So again, these are two other really good exercises, very effective, especially for toning the core and the back. But again, if you're not doing them the correct way, then they're pretty much ineffective. So coming down onto the ground, with push-ups and with planks, actually, this can go for both of them. What I tend to see is that people may have their butts in the air. With push-ups, people may just drop their lower body and then begin to drop their upper body, not doing it in one controlled motion. And with planks, if people are in forearm planks, I will see again that their butts are in the air and they're holding it up like this, or they'll have their lower body at a lower angle than the rest of their body, creating an arch. So with push-ups, when you're performing them, whether they be modified or full standard push-ups, you want to make sure that you maintain good alignment from your shoulders all the way down to your feet. When you come down, you want to make sure that your entire body is lowering in a controlled fashion and you're pushing back up. Same thing with your planks. If you're performing extended arm planks, you want to make sure you maintain this correct position. And if you're coming down onto your forearms, you want to make sure that you are also keeping your body in a nice controlled manner. You don't want your butt sinking down, and you also don't want your butt in the air because it's going to defeat the purpose of the exercise that you are performing. So those are the next set of exercises. So the next exercise that we're going to go into is the proper way that you should perform bicycle crunches. So bicycle crunches are an excellent exercise. They're really great for incorporating all of the muscles in your core. But again, there's a way where you can make it very ineffective if you're not really engaging your core muscles and performing it the correct way. So what I tend to see here for bicycle crunches is that people will keep their upper body on the mat, and with their feet, they'll do kind of a pseudo bicycle thing here and just kind of twist. So you see this right here isn't really engaging your core. So when you're doing bicycle crunches, you want to try and lift your shoulders off of the mat, and when you're doing that bicycle motion, you really want to extend your legs and bring that opposite elbow to knee, really twisting here for that bicycle crunch. And repeat that for every single one. And you'll notice that this feels a whole lot different from this right here. So bicycle crunches the correct way so that you can engage your core fully is the next one that we're going to go through. So the next exercise that we're going to move into are oblique bends and some exercises with dumbbells. So just a few kind of intermixed all in one here. So oblique bends are when you have weights in one side, and actually I'll put one down, when you have weights on one side and you bend to that side and then you use your oblique muscles on the opposite side to pull the weight back up. So really helping to engage and work those oblique muscles. What I tend to see here is that people will make it a really quick move as though they're not really getting their muscles fully engaged into the move. So with any exercise, you want to make sure that you're performing it with control. So if the weight that you have is a little too light and it's causing you to move this quick and you're not really feeling anything, it might be time to increase that weight that you're holding. But if it's at a good weight that you know is a challenge for you, when you bend, really control that bend all the way back up. Really taking time to get your muscles into it so that they can be what's lifting you back up from side to side with each bend. And then of course, same thing on the other side. Nice and controlled, get those muscles into it and get them to pull you back up. Instead of just, same thing if you're doing a lateral or a frontal raise. You don't want to swing it up all the way and then just drop it. You want it to be controlled. So keep your body in a nice, stable position, and you want it to be your back and your shoulders doing the lift of that lateral raise. Same thing, taking it up, nice and controlled. And remembering not to shrug either, which is something I also tend to see. You don't want to keep your shoulders shrugged and lifted. Relax, and then take that weight up from the side or the front. So those have been some common mistakes that I tend to see with some exercises. And again, if you notice that you've been performing some of your moves that way, try now to make an effort to perform them the correct way so you can make sure that you're getting the most out of your workout routines. So this has been Rashida Marshall of Skillfully Sculpted, bringing you all a new video, and I look forward to bringing you another one